Blackout 6. I'm here in Toronto right now with Caustic. What's going on?
Yo, man, what up?
Hey, man. We had a battle event this weekend. Did you hear?
I did. I actually attended.
Were you there?
I was live.
Dude, that's crazy because I was watching all the battles and I didn't wind up seeing you battle.
Yeah, I know, but I saw you battle.
That's crazy. That's nuts. But let me do what I'm fucking doing here and conduct this goddamn interview. Why didn't you battle?
Well, I was supposed to battle T-Rex.
Yeah.
And I kept asking. I was like, I haven't seen T-Rex. Where the fuck is T-Rex? He's been texting me. Now he's not texting.
What was he texting you?
He was texting organic. He wasn't texting me. He was texting organic, which is who I was asking so emphatically. That he's at the border and it seemed like he was gonna get through, and then just stopped all communication. So, and I was like, you know what? That's valid. You might be in fucking, purgatory border jail that I don't know about,
right.
or some shit going on. I don't say nothing about your situation until I hear from you. But according to what everybody else has been talking to me about all night, the last thing you wanted to do in fucking Toronto was battle me this weekend. So, and now I'm starting to wonder. I'm starting to wonder a little bit.
You think that he was fabricating this?
I don't fabricating, ran off on the plug. I don't know what the correct terminology would be.
Holy fuck.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Wow.
But this is just hearsay. It's just what people making me feel. But
so you said he was texting organic. Did you talk to him at all beforehand, or have you ever talked to him at all?
I haven't spoke to T-Rex directly to him since 2012, probably.
What was that?
What was our conversation?
What was 2012? What was the situation? What'd you talk about?
Me and T-Rex were supposed to battle in 2012 for a young gentleman named Seneca Kaysen, and that never, I got.
Seneca.
Cheers to Seneca for paying me for a battle that never happened.
Yeah.
Shout out to that guy.
So you think that he was about to recycle some bars from 2012 for you?
What I think happened is I think Rex got his deposit, and he made a bunch of promises, and then he leaked his battle. And I read my contract. I'm not sure if you read your contract, but if you leaked the battle,
avoided it?
You
avoided his contract?
You forfeit 25% of your purse. And I think, based on the fact that you went to that Queen of the Ring shit last week and you wanted to do anything but battle, so you picked a fucking fight with some fucking people that you didn't fucking even want to have funk with to begin with, and then the next fucking weekend comes up and you don't want to fucking deal with me, you're already not going to get fucking half of the rest of your deposit. I think it's, it all kind of seems like the arrows are pointing in a different direction for you now. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be cool and give you the fucking common courtesy.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But you disappointed a lot of my fans. Maybe not a lot of your fans because you had all these fucking thumbs down on your shit and you didn't feel like fucking being here this weekend. But my fans deserved that battle, man, and I think that's.
Do you think that he was ever planning on coming?
I have no idea. I don't know if you even went to the fucking border. You know what I mean? I don't know if you ever got on that plane.
Do you think that he even prepared for the battle?
I'm not bad, man. I'm not bad mouthing anybody. It's all speculation. I don't know what it is until I hear anything about it. He could very well have a perfectly valid reason as to not being here this weekend. But if out of everybody this weekend, I was supposed to not be here and I'm here.
So, because you had a similar situation to what he purportedly happened to him.
Yeah, I know how that border shit works.
You know? How does it work?
It don't take that long to figure it out.
So
even if you know what I mean, it's possible that he got locked up. He might be locked up at the border. It's very possible they turned him around, put him on a plane, and sent him home. Feel like we would have heard from him by now. But it's unsafe to say anything until we know more.
So you notoriously write for your battles pretty late in the game. How much had you written for this battle? How much were you still writing? How much was in flux?
I had a jump on it. I was motivated for a certain point. The shit got leaked. I felt less motivated for it. And then really just how pumped I am about the shit really affects how much I'm writing for it. But I'm not going to generally put together verses until I'm in the city, until I'm on the plane, until the shit is right before my eyes and I have to do this shit.
So would you battle him now?
Oh, absolutely.
Where would the ideal setting for that be?
I don't know. It's got to be real fucking convenient for me at this point.
So like if he comes to Oakland.
Yeah, come to Oakland. As long if there's nothing going on, you know what I mean. If the shit is all properly aligned, I'm down to do this battle. I still had the bars. I was ready with 3 rounds. I was happy to fucking battle on day one.
You had all your 3 rounds ready?
I had 3 rounds ready. No.
Because you're right. So you're holding out for the battle to happen.
I might use some of this shit on the next King of the Dot champion. I don't know yet.
Good luck. Listen, so you did some comedy tonight. Not mentioning your last comment, but you did some comedy tonight, and what's that like compared to doing battle rap?
I mean, you know, like I just said, told these other guys, man, it's definitely, it's more nerve-wracking to perform comedy in front of 45, 50 people than it is to battle in front of 1,000, 2,000.
Why?
Because it's more raw. It's more bearing me as a human being. It's not.
Wait, comedy's more raw than rap battling?
Yeah, it is though.
In what way, though?
Because you don't have to put on that mask. You don't have to put on that rap costume and be this big tough guy persona. You just bearing.
Right.
You know, this is just you and these people. You know what I mean? Like it's all that. A lot of cats just put on an act. You know what I mean?
So how many comedy dates have you done? Like how many times have you been on stage?
I think this is I want to say this is my 6th time doing comedy. Definitely my first time doing it outside of my home country.
Even your home state, probably.
Even my home state.
Even your hometown.
I've done it outside of Oakland.
Have you done it outside of your house?
Not much. I haven't done much of it outside of my house. I mean, you were in the crowd. How do you feel?
You were fucking writing right before you went on stage, which is fucking, which is like you really think it's a joke, but like you're really just writing down the things you were about to say on stage. Like, how do you memorize that so fast? How do you know to tell that whole joke?
I don't know. I like to be in the moment, man. When I do stand up, I like to go early. I like to watch all the comedians. I like to write shit based on the shit they've talked about and put my 2 cents in, and you know, do a little bit of material. I thought I'd talk to the crowd a little bit. I like to do all that shit.
How much was like new shit, and how much was shit that you just wrote today?
A lot of it was shit I just. You were sitting next
Almost
to me.
all. Yeah, I mean, like I was watching it, but was it all, or there was some like that you kind of felt like jokes you knew already?
What's funny is like a long bit that I had pre-done already was like kind of like dirty, and I lost a lot of people on that one. I think mainly women who don't want to think about what the inside of their asshole.
Is that a Canadian U.S. thing?
No, I think it's just a male-female thing.
Yeah.
I think I make a lot of female comedy goers uncomfortable.
Because you're a dirty, dirty boy.
Because I'm a dirty fucking old man, really. You're not-
He stuck with it. There was one guy.
Thank God the guy with the dick stuck with me through my whole thing.
Oh my God. So listen, I have another question. If the King of the Dot champion was right here, right now, what would you say to him?
Why is he working for BattleRap.com? I thought you were the champion.
Yeah, you know, and that's what we're wondering, champ. Why are you working for BattleRap.com? Just answer in the comments.
Whoever you may be, what has your life become? At least you're not wearing fucking vested title matches, right? Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, was that bad? So you talked a lot of shit to Immaculate before the title match.
I did. I'm almost sad that everything I said came to fruition.
Are you vindicated?
Yeah, a little bit.
Can you feel like you can gloat?
What
did you say?
What did I say? I predicted.
Came to fruition.
I predicted Rone would win this battle. I predicted that Ilmac wouldn't defend his title once, and I predicted that he would throw the match to avoid battling me.
He threw it. Fuck. I knew something was afoot. I knew that there was something going on right there. So, all right, that was an illegitimate win by me.
But you're not like that, are you, Ron?
I would throw one.
Will you throw the next one?
For what?
Throw the next one?
Man, listen, man. You and I had a great battle, but it was some time ago, and I think that the time has allowed for rematches to be a more accessible thing.
I think we're both a lot better than we once were.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially considering that shit was grind time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Considering I never got to get off that
I got an OT too, buddy.
OT
Listen,
round.
my outright you thing was originally for the OT,
Yo,
but some people
if you do that shit, if we ever battle again and you do that shit, I'm gonna shit on the stage like daylight.
if I outright you again,
Don't you ever outright me again, bro.
yeah, that was
That was
being white
to white people and non-white people.
No, not at that time. It wasn't. At that time, it was revolutionary. Now Sharon talking about his dick being small is offensive to white people.
Well, Sharon's got Asperger's and he's suicidal. Whatever. Your time is over.
After this weekend, a lot of people are saying you were the number one contender. After this weekend, are you still the number one?
Are you still the number one contender?
I was the number one contender in 2014. All you guys are assholes for just figuring it out now.
So you're still the number one contender.
I don't know.
What's Rone talking about? He wants to keep on. He keeps on trying to battle you. What do you have to say to him on
Sharon wants to
camera?
have a number one contender freestyle battle in a league where freestyling doesn't fucking matter.
A breakdance battle? He was saying, right?
Something, dude. Some kind
He
of.
wants to do a graph battle.
Some kind of. He wants to see who's got the smaller dick, and you win, bro. You got it.
Congratulations, Sharon.
3-0 inches.
Wow. And so this is Caustic, and this has been Blackout 6. I think this is a fruitful interview. You know what I mean? First and last. Cheers.